I've been following Gary Vee for 5 years as someone to learn from in the business world. He's built a digital agency that is now pulling in over $100 million in just a few years. And on top of that, he's built a massive online following. No one is crushing digital media quite like Gary Vee right now. Over the past 6 years, I've been building my own company called Megaphone Marketing, a digital agency helping small and medium-sized businesses across the world get more customers and sales. And I'm also in the process of starting a new business focused on entrepreneurship training and education. This month, my challenge is to hustle like Gary Vee. Where can I take my business in just 30 days if I implement the work ethic and strategies of the man himself? Love or hate the guy, one thing is really clear about Gary Vaynerchuk. He works really, really hard.
I always say, nobody you've ever met got there without the hard work.
You know what I do? I fucking work 15 hours a day.
You know why I'm sitting here right now? Because I outworked you. Zoom in, I outworked you.
So what am I actually going to do for this Gary Vee challenge? So he wakes up at 5 or 6 a.m. and goes to gym first thing in the morning. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. And then he gets into the office or he's working from his car and all around the place. But then when he gets home, he doesn't jump on Netflix. He doesn't jump on binge watching YouTube. He gets straight into more work. And one of his big things is he can outwork anyone. I do want to be working harder when I get home this month, but to actually show you guys something interesting along the way, I want to pick out 4 of my big goals this month, and I want to show you the process of how I go with them. So one of them is to build a training series for Megaphone Marketing. So my agency, when we started out and we're putting on new staff members, we could just help each other out and train each other. But now we're 20 staff, we put on a new staff member every month, and I want to build a system and training series to get people from new to like awesome account managers. Another thing is I'm launching a new business. It's called Slingshot Academy. What I want to do is take all the knowledge that I found out about entrepreneurship and marketing, put it into a school, something that I wish existed when I was getting started. And so I want to launch the new website for that. The next thing is I want to build a website for this YouTube channel. I'm putting out all of these videos. I'd love to attach a blog post with it. I'd love to have a place where I can chat with you guys more and maybe even upload some of the courses that I plan to do for next year. And then finally, in Gary Vee style, back in his early days, he was just all over social media. He would just spend so much time really creating those one-on-one connections. And this month, I really want to respond to every single YouTube comment that's ever come my way. I really appreciate those comments. I've had around 2 million views now, so that's translated to a lot of comments, and I want to respond to every single one of them. So those are my goals. I'll show you the journey for those specific things along the way, and let's hustle like Gary Vee for 30 days. A couple of things that I need to do this month is I'm hiring 2 positions, a junior business developer and a senior business developer manager. When you get to a certain size, you're just constantly hiring. And so essentially we're at the point now where we hire someone every month because we're growing and because there's going to be some natural turnover. Right now I'm interviewing for a junior business developer position. I thought I'd take you in to that. So let's give him a call and hopefully it goes well. Oh, went straight to message. Just going straight to message. I'll give it 2 more minutes and then I'm done. He's dead to me. All right, 2 o'clock. I'm usually pretty cutthroat. It's a 2 o'clock interview. It's now 2:01. I understand that things can happen, and if they do give you a legitimate reason and want to reschedule, I can make that happen. But if they miss it, it's just such a bad first impression when there's hundreds of people applying for a role.
If you want to be respected and really known, show the fuck up.
Back to the drawing board. I got another interview at 3:30, so hopefully that one is a little bit more productive. It is 8:15 and I'm on my way to work. I've got my meal prep done and yeah, just ready for a day. I'm feeling fresh. With the gym in the morning, feeling good. Because I'm Gary Vee, I'm ready to hustle. Got a few things exciting on today. I'm running a little workshop for the team. I am interviewing for a couple of roles that we have available at Megaphone. So it should be a good day. check in with you guys later. To give you an update on something kind of cool that just happened. So I just got the first draft back of the Max Hertan website. Basically, one of my design principles is instead of trying to create something awesome from scratch, take something that already exists is awesome, take a few things, and then make the amalgamation of those different design elements. And so I kind of knew what I want my website to be. I wanted a place to host my social media, my YouTube videos, eventually potentially sell some courses and things like that. So let me show you what I got back as the first draft. So you can see here, this is the website. A lot of dummy text from some of the websites that we're modeling. These aren't my real numbers, unfortunately. One day maybe. This is something new that I want to do next year, which is I'm going to make my 2019 goals public and then track them so that everyone can track along with me, keep myself accountable, and kind of show you guys how I go about goal planning. A little ebook download, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good first draft. So it's coming along. I need to really push things if I want to get it done by the month. One thing that I do is if I want to get something done by the end of the month, and I try to set the deadline by like the 15th or 16th, knowing that there's going to be revisions and things never go to plan. So let's keep at it. One thing that we always talk about is becoming like an inevitable, like a needed extension of their business. We're always asking questions about like, what are your pain points? Where are you trying to go? What are your actual goals? If we're connecting it to their core vision and if we keep coming back and asking, okay, 2019 is rolling around, what's your vision? Things I wanted to do was create a training session for new account managers that get started at Megaphone. When we first started hiring staff, the company was quite small. It was me and one other person, or me and like 3 other people. And I could kind of just peek over their shoulder and see what they were up to. Training would just happen a little bit more organically. There wasn't a set process or structure around it. But now with 20 people and growing, and we're often hiring a new account manager every month at least. How do we make sure that every account manager knows all the stuff that we've learned over the last 6 years? What I want to do is unload everything that we know onto a training series, and that way every new account manager, every current account manager has to do it. They have to pass a quiz so that we know they've actually taken in that information. Firstly, I'm just trying to gather as much information as I can. What are all the issues that we've had over the last few months? What are the key things that we often find as problems with new stuff? What are some of the specific technical software and things like that that maybe some new stuff haven't heard about before? Stage 1 is really just unloading as much as possible. The next step is actually figuring out how am I going to host all of this information. So I found a few different core teaching platforms. The 2 biggest that I found is Thinkific and Teachable. So I'm looking into those, and there's also LearnWorlds. So I think I like Teachable, and so that way I can now record videos, upload them to this platform. It can have embedded quizzes that you need to pass before you can move on to the next level. The last step is going to be filming it. So today I want to get a big section all filmed, uploaded, have the quizzes ready, and hopefully by the next week, I've got it all out there and we can test it. One thing that I really want to do is when people take the time to DM me on my Instagram, I really want to respond with something thoughtful. So I'm trying to do video responses to everyone that's doing this. So this guy is called Jake, and he says he has expertise in an area and he wants to start a coaching business, but he's terrible at marketing. He's super process orientated, no experience in entrepreneurship, and not sure what action to take. Cool. Hey Jake, thanks for taking the time to leave a comment. Firstly, I would think like, what's the easiest path to getting a paying customer? Don't necessarily price yourself out and think, what are the top guys charging? And I want to charge myself out at $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month. How do I get some traction? How do I get someone? And so maybe if you're working for just a really small fee, that's going to make your offer really stand out. Put in extra work. Everyone else is going to be busy, that's established. You've got the advantage of being really passionate, being able to do more work and getting some traction, getting that testimonial, getting the referrals started. For me, I was social media marketing. So I went to an expo, there was 150 exhibitors there, and I spoke to every single exhibitor, having a chat saying, hey, do you want to chat about your social marketing? Do you want to chat about Facebook? That's how I got my first paying customer. And from there, I got another one and another one. I was cheap, but I was good, and it came from there. So I hope you found that useful, and best of luck, and thanks for the comment. So I'm trying to give the people that send me some comments and take the time to watch as much value as I can. I better get back into it.
From 2008 to 2012, I answered every single tweet, all of them. Every email. I used to go to inbox 0 and go to sleep at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to inbox 0.
Hey, so it is day 21 of the challenge, and I've been progressing with things and I've been getting a lot done, but one of my big tasks was to create this course for new staff, and I've been really struggling getting started. And I've written down all of these bullet points, and I've written out like the course outline, and I found the course software that I want to use, but I've just been struggling to film it. It's such a big task. Whenever I start, and I have started, the audio quality wasn't quite right. I didn't like the words that I said. Even finding the time, I know that I want to chunk out 2 or 3 hours of time to like give it a proper go, and I know that 20-30 minutes I can't even get into the headspace to get into it. So what I'm going to do right now is I've got my phone on silent, I've got it on do not disturb, I've blocked out 3 hours, and this is just going to be 3 dedicated hours to really get things done. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be good enough. We can always improve it from a starting point. I'm just going to get it done. So let's do it. I'm going to use this microphone, I'm at home, less distractions, let's do it. So in this section, we're going to be talking about the core values of megaphone marketing. It is 7:40 p.m. I have finished my day at work, and I'm still at work because I am working on a website which I got to get done. Hopefully I'll be out of here by around 8:39. I love a day like this. Couldn't do it every day of my life, but I like a day like this. I want to give you an update on the 4 things that I was working on, starting with the course that I put together. Really excited about this. I really want to get every employee on the same page. So I put together the course. It's going over a lot. It's going over culture, the different platforms and softwares, strategy, communication, sales. The way that the course actually works, at the start of each unit, there is a video that people can jump into. There you go, there's me. And then the really cool thing is once you complete that, then you get a quiz. It makes sure that they really kind of nailed in on what they were doing. So the answer to this one, and we can see if we got it right, and we can get it right. So very cool, pretty excited with this, and excited to actually roll it out and get some feedback, because then I'll really know if I've actually completed it or if it still needs more work. The next thing is the website for Slingshot Academy. We still are going to be working on it. We're still not happy. We're still playing around with copy. This is our aggressive copy. Probably not going to use this. But you can see we designed our logo. We wanted it to be like fun and professional at the same time. And now we're announcing our new course. And so this is our 6-week workshop. We need to film a video in it, but we've got a lot there. We've mapped out the structure of the course. We've created all of the content. We've done the little section about me. So really excited about where we got there, but still need to push that further. One of the big things was building this Max Hertan website. So it's a place to like put all the content that I'm putting, as well as a way to interact with you guys. A lot of people are asking me for specific courses on entrepreneurship or getting things done. So I can actually create that. Resources, what are the things that I actually use. So you can see this is where the website got to. Again, a way where you can follow what I've been up to. One of the big things that I'm going to be doing next year is I'm going to be announcing my entire year goals, and then I'll give monthly updates. So created a section around that. There's going to be downloadables as well. So I'm still building this out, but you can see if you want to know what software and equipment I'm using, it'll all be there, and then you can go check it out yourself. A lot of working back and forth with the developer, a lot of design myself, but I think I'm pretty happy with where we got to. And then lastly was the YouTube comments. So this one just took me forever. I'd wake up, I'd do like 20 minutes of YouTube comments. In between, resting at the gym, every time I was just waiting in any moment, just whip out my phone, start quickly going through YouTube comments. I reckon I did at least 1,000, probably around 1,500 or 2,000 responses, as well as videos recording back to people on Instagram. I wanted to respond to every single person as a big thank you, and I'm going to really continue to try to do it. It's nice to really read through some of the things that I might have missed over the years of creating this content. Gary Vee has been inspiring me for years. He's really encouraged me to just work harder and go after the big ambitious dreams that I want to have in life. And that's what this month was all about for me. And hopefully with 2019 around the corner, that's something that you're really pumped up about. And it's a perfect time for a minimalism challenge. So something that I'm really interested in is having the least amount of things possible and really appreciating what you have. So I'm gonna try to really learn about minimalism, teach you guys along the way, and just remove as much junk as I can from my life. Really excited about that. Happy New Year, thanks for watching. Excited for 2019, and as always, happy learning.